All right, everyone. Welcome back to Chat Session Podcast. Hello, Yvonne.
Bonjour.
How are you doing?
Bonjour. I am well. I have decided to do this in a French accent.
Oh my God. One new person joins the Zoom call, and all of a sudden, you want to throw in a French accent.
Yes. Oui.
Girl, we ain't about to be doing this shit the whole time. All right.
it is how do you say? It is the new me. Yes, no?
So that sounds like Cynthia Erivo's character in that show she's doing now.
What? Say again. You said that so fast. What'd you say?
I said that sounds like one of Cynthia Erivo. So Cynthia Erivo did this TV show called Poker Face, and she plays one of six. She plays a set of sextuplets. And
Oh.
so one of them went to like some Parisian country, like some French country, I believe, and then she just adapted an accent, even though
A
she's not
French.
French whatsoever.
A France act. So in the just to let everybody know why I'm so enamored with French in the group in the Nico group there was another lady that came and she speaks French. She's from Belgium. She eats the chocolate.
I wonder how she feels about Belgian waffles.
You know, Belgian waffles are very different from American waffles. They're
Yeah.
tiny little like little pockets of sugar that pop. But back in Charlotte, there was a waffle place that me and my friends used to visit. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Blair. If you're listening, if you ever listen to this, it was Charlotte had a lot of places too. They had crepe places. I didn't realize I liked crepe so much. I always think crepes give me cramps from Bob's Burgers, but I didn't realize I like crepes so much.
What the
Um,
hell?
you never saw the food truck episode anyway.
No, I haven't. I don't see that. I don't know what you're talking about, girl.
And they were quick synopsis. It was a food truck episode with Bob's Burgers, and so they were at a festival. Him and his kids, and they do burgers. And so they were trying to get their burgers to win to win the festival or something. And so the kids shit talked everybody else's food truck stuff. So they were writing reviews, and it was a crepe place, and they said crepes give me cramps. And I was
I
like,
felt like that was a scenario that happened in like another TV show back in the day. But let me start to say, Star Mother is running late. They'll probably join us a little later, if anything.
yeah,
Right now, we're just gonna have a little free for all until they get here, so they can start the episode. It's their week to choose
yeah.
movie of the week and write a story and everything like that. But for right now, we'll just shoot the breeze a little bit like we normally do.
Yeah. Is there anybody in the chat that wants to shoot the breeze with us?
Zaquan said he here. He hasn't said hello yet, but that bitch
Oh,
want to
okay.
say something.
Say something, Jaquan. So let me tell you, I had a week. Boy, oh boy. I'm lucky to be here myself. Just a really interesting week of shit just being thrown at me. But like I was telling you beforehand, before you cut me off.
He says I'm here.
Hello, Zay. How you doing, Zay?
Oh, look who's pronouncing their name wrong.
Oh, I said Zay. Zay. Zay?
No, he says that. His name is Zuck.
Z. Hello, Z.
So y'all can shut the fuck up.
How are
You don't need to be
you?
rude, Zaquan, okay? Shit.
How are you? We're doing well. We're just kind of like ad-libbing until Star Mother makes her grand appearance. Um, but yeah, I had a weird week. I before you cut me off when like you always do when you start the lives. I was talking about growth, and I really feel like I've grown as a person, dealing with a lot of things that would like a few years ago would have like really like um just sidetracked my whole life, which hey Ryan, did you like the French accent? Yes, no? I told you I want to do the whole thing, the whole show, but of course someone doesn't want me to do the whole show
You good
in my
goddamn
French
right.
accent. Yes, no? Yes. Oui.
You damn right.
Because somebody's always trying to kill my joy. But
Not
I'll
killing my fucking
sprinkle.
joy. Shut
I
up.
will. I will sprinkle a little bit of the French accent into everything. Yes, mais oui.
Shut up,
Oh,
Yvonne.
bonjour. Proceed.
You know,
You know,
you
and
try to.
when I went to Paris, they do call you like Madame and Mademoiselle and things like that. And I just love that. I wouldn't be Mademoiselle because I'm not married, but I would be Madame, and they would say Madame Paton, and I would be like, yes, oui, Madame Paton. I know. Into my Creole side. You know, there are some people that do speak. It's not quite well. It is French, I guess. It's a variation of French Creole, hmm and
The,
very
the,
and mix
the
a
voodoo
lot of
chick.
words. Mix a lot of words
If,
in, like,
if anybody in here seen Harlem Nights, you know I didn't say the
oh
full sentence.
god, oh god. Like we say things like, I was talking to my dad just the other day, and I said, did my parent call his brother, my parent? And you know, he was like, parent. I was like, my grandfather, my parent, my mara and my parent.
I can see you as a French madam. That's
Me
very much
too.
accurate.
I would have rocked at turn of the century France. Oh, Paris. Oh, with
I
the
like how you try to
cowl,
keep reiterating like a decade is gonna make anything different than what
the look, the aesthetic. Oh, I would I would be a French, I would be a French madam,
the
but I
best
would
little
just have,
whorehouse in Paris.
I would, and I would have men and women, and I what I would do is, I've already thought this out. I would get men who failed out of like ballet academy, and I'd be like, well, you can't be a dancer on the stage, but you can be someone's private little dancer. Yes, you can.
I imagine it's almost like French Canadian French and the Jamaican English mix.
Oh, Creole? Yeah. French Canadian is different. It's way different. It's everything ends in a question. Everything is like up, so you're like, when you're waiting there, you're like waiting for them to drop that, like, you know, like you're gonna drop it. Cajun, white Cajuns out in Louisiana, they speak like that. Everything is a question. You know, everything goes up at the end, and you're just like waiting for them to drop it. It's
Hi, Fairy.
hey, oh, stop it. Hey, sweet baby, how you doing? Bonjour.
What are you gonna do about it?
Bonjour. Oh my god, this is the first time we've had a good turnout. Let's be kind. Bonjour.
Fuck kindness. I'm done with it.
Oh my god, how was your week, beloved?
Awful. The last
Okay.
month and a half has been awful. Last 2 months have been awful. And I am in a terrible mood. I do not care that anybody wants to try to cheer me up because I am just not in the mood to try to even do that. It has been a week after week after week of struggling, dealing with different things, a variety of different things. And I don't have the capacity anymore to tolerate or deal with it anymore.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So that's it. I just I don't want to hang out with anybody. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to talk to any people.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to explain what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm tired of
Oops,
trying to
sorry.
do that and do that to anybody. I just too many people have shown me actions and behaviors that have shown me that it's just no concern for a lot of things. So
Yeah, that happens.
yeah,
That happens sometimes. You know, get a little disappointed in other people, and you know, they do let us down, and you know, it's hard to bounce back sometimes from things.
it's hard to
But
regain trust when people have broken it constantly.
it is. It can be hard. It can be hard. But you can be resilient. You can, you know, be gracious, because we're not all perfect. Not even me. Not even
No,
moi.
really.
Moi. Toi. Moi. Moi. Not even moi. Not even moi.
Okay, Beyonce.
Beyonce speak French?
She love it. I bet you she's fluent as a motherfucker in French.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. Probably French and Spanish, because has she made an album in Spanish? I wouldn't doubt it.
She made a song in Spanish. Thank you,
Hmm.
Zach. That's exactly what I'm about to do in a few weeks.
Sometimes you just gotta stay, fuck it, and bow the fuck. Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do have to kind of withdraw back into yourself and just kind of focus your energy on yourself. I
Mhm.
find that when you do that, that's when you get a lot of attention. That's when people are like, what are you doing?
You know
What
what?
are you
This is
what are you
something
doing
that's
over
gonna
there?
lift my spirits a bit, I want to talk about a person who decided that they want to invoke their religious beliefs into why they need to overturn gay marriage.
Okay.
So, if anybody remember like a good decade ago, there's this woman who looked like straight out of a Mormon Bible. Her name was Kim Davis.
Oh yeah, that lady.
This woman had the fucking nerve to to take a government job and decide that she did not want to oh god decide that she did not want to issue a marriage license to two gay men.
Or
So
women.
or
Or women.
any one of the Rainbow Mafia. So she decided that she was going to go with her religious beliefs, and I issue this. In effect of that, she had to pay about $365,000
Which she doesn't have.
and spend 6 days. I repeat that, 6 days in jail.
She's probably spent longer.
Then recently, mind you, this is like nearly a decade ago. Recently, she has come forth and said she's petitioned the Supreme Court to overturn gay marriage. To which the internet went like wildfire with her. First of all, Andy Cohen read her to filth. Loved it. Everybody on social media has been reading her for filth. Loving it. She's had the nerve to talk about the sanctity of marriage between a man and a woman.
She's been married a
This
couple
woman
times.
has this woman has been married 4 times. She cheated
Fifth
on
time's the charm.
she cheated on her second husband with her third husband
We all make mistakes.
and got pregnant by him as well.
We all make big mistakes.
She's and then I guess she got pregnant by twins or some shit like that. It was just like and
It's a twofer.
now she has the nerve, gall, and the gumption and the motherfucking audacity to come up on Beyonce's internet
Mhm.
and start talking about how they need to
Come
overturn gay
here.
marriage. How dare she?
Mhm. You know why? Because people like that have they feel like they're entitled to do that through the sanctity of the redemption of Christianity. You know, I'm going to be redeemed for my sins, but you will not be redeemed for your sins. I can look down on your sins. You know, my sins are not as ever present. It puts a hierarchy to sin. It's ridiculous, right?
It's the idea that people like her and so many other people like her think that they have this moral high ground because they open a book and read a passage and they pray every single day, which
Mhm.
I don't have an issue with. It is the hypocrisy that comes with it that is my issue. And
Mhm.
I have been saying this for a long time. And one time, my therapist even was shocked that I even said this. And I said it was even taken back when I said this. I said religion should be a tool that is used to help people, and but sadly, it has become a weapon that is to hurt people.
Yeah,
And
to control.
yes, and so many people out there today use religion as
Not
an
her frumpy
excuse.
ass. I think
There's a
that's a
lot of
word we don't use enough. She is frumpy.
frumpy.
She's that old. How old is she? She's in her 60s,
Let me see. She ain't, if she
70s.
is, she needs to moisturize more.
Yeah, frumpy's not a word we use enough with.
Would you be shocked if she was like 50?
Well, I'm 51, so
She's
how old is she?
she's 59.
59.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's about right. With that hair,
Hmm.
you know who she looks like? What's that one that had the 19 kids with that guy?
Oh yeah, that's what the hell is that name? Let me look
They
it up. I
all
know who you're
go to
talking
the
about.
same hairdresser and get that poodle mix kind of thing where it's like, girl,
Something Duggar. I forgot her. I watched the
Duggar.
documentary.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They
Oh,
always
what
like
the
have
hell's her
that
name?
crinkly, like, back in the day, we used to have these crinkle
Michelle.
irons that would crinkle our hair and make our hair like big and crinkly. And
Yeah,
it's like they adopted that and they never let that go from like the late 80s.
Michelle
And it's
Duggar with
like,
her dim-witted ass husband Jim Bob.
that's another one that don't like no gays.
Oh, but they do.
Pedophiles, you're all
Oh,
right.
yep.
Gay,
They're okay with the ones that touch.
especially if you're touching your sister, you're all right with us.
If anybody
None
wants
of
to
that
see how
gay
that
shit.
family, If anybody wants to see the real insight to that family, please go watch it. Go to Amazon and look up a documentary about this some I forgot what it's called, but it's about the Duggar family and everything like that. Is an interesting watch, but trust me, go watch that shit. You will thank me later. You will understand why that family was fucking corroded from the inside out.
A family where they have 19 children is not cooking with gas. These people are not mentally balanced people.
Fuck gas. She's not cooking
People
with
in the
logic.
people in biblical times didn't have 19 kids. They were like, "Fuck that shit. We only need like 6 or 7."
Well, they don't care. They think that that's what their lot in life was, to be fruitile, and I don't understand why.
It's not there, it's her. Those people think that women's lot in life is to have nothing but children, and it sort of leads into what I was telling you about, where people were testing me online with the there was a meme that I posted about the rich aunties, that don't have any kids, you know and you have people like, that's a shame. Like, some girl was like, I'm in my late 30s and trust me, you're gonna regret it one day. And I was like, bitch, I'm in my early 50s and you not. You're gonna be dancing around the house like, I got money, I got money, I'm going to
You know what this
Paris.
crazy part is? It's like I respect that somebody has their own decision and own right to not have children. Yeah, obviously, children's not for everybody. I also don't think not every person deserves children. If we're
Not
gonna
every
be really
person deserves
honest.
children.
It works both ways. Like I used to hate when people say, "Oh, children are just not for us." I'm like, well, what makes you so much better than having a fucking kid? But I also say you probably wouldn't be a good parent.
I would be a horrible parent.
I think a lot of people out there don't acknowledge the fact, like you say, kids aren't for you, but let's ask yourself this question: do you think you'll be a good parent? Like
Absolutely not.
honestly, not that you
No,
wouldn't. It
no.
wouldn't be a very good
I
parent.
would be. I DCS would be at my door every day. I would have a file and I'd be, come on in, come on in. They're over there.
Depending on
Let's
how
get together.
other people view me, I'll probably be a decent parent, but who knows?
I think you'd be a good parent. I really do. I think you'd be. I think you'd be a good mix. I think you'd be a little stern sometimes, but I think you'd also be very forgiving once you've kind of thought about it and reflected on it. You know,
As long as I don't get, as much as I love myself as a Taurus, as long as I don't get one of those, I'm good.
as long as you what?
As long as I don't get a Taurus as a baby, I'm fine.
Why wouldn't you want another Taurus?
Because I already know how that child's gonna be like, and I don't need to. I don't have
Stubborn
time
and
for it.
mean and crusty. Yeah, yeah. You could
Listen to
have a
you,
cat.
geriatric.
Anyway, yeah, I am geriatric. My bones crack. Shit, it probably just cracked it now. You could have a Capricorn baby. We are the best
The fuck for?
because you will always have money. Like I told you, we work 8 jobs. Like we got 12 kids at home. We ain't gonna let
Capricorns
a
also
check
has
go by.
Capricorns also got their own set of problems. Sorry, Lashawn.
What set of problems that we have? I feel that people have a problem with Capricorns,
No,
but
that's the first problem is the lack of self awareness.
if you ask Capricorns, we're like, what are you talking about? I go to work, I come home. What
The lack of
problems
self
can I
awareness is the reason
cause?
why people don't like. Is the reason what's the problem with Capricorns.
I think that's a them problem, not us. I don't know. I think Capricorns, I think we are grounded, and um I think we just know how to deal with people, and people don't like honesty sometimes, but I don't think we're the type to be honest to like want to hurt you or anything like that, but we won't just tell you what you want to hear. If all the other friends are going to tell you what you want to hear, sometimes we're going to tell you what you need to hear, not maybe what you want to hear. And sometimes people have a little bit of an issue with that. Hey, okay. We're also not afraid to walk away from relationships. Like, I will say that about Capricorns. We we were ghosting people before ghosting was a thing. Like, if shit got too like, oh, this is getting too real, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We don't like clingy people. I can't. Uh-uh. People
We are
can't
not
handle
for
our
the faint
energy.
of heart.
We're not, but we are wonderful.
Okay.
We are wonderful children. Loyal. Capricorns are very loyal too. We are loyal to a
Hmm.
fault. Like, you call a Capricorn and have a problem, that Capricorn's coming over in an hour with a body bag, of axe, and a
I
chainsaw.
have
And
one
that's it.
Capricorn in my life who I trust with everything. That's
Yeah. You know why? Because we're a vault. You trust us with state secrets. It's in there. We're not going to say anything about
although she's
anything.
become about God now, but I still love her.
She become what?
She started going to Bible study, and
She's on her journey. So
I was like,
what?
okay, girl, just don't start throwing that Bible thumping shit at me. You already know how the people be when it comes to the
And she
phones.
won't. She won't. Is she a January or December?
December.
She won't. She won't. It's one thing about us. When we are on our journey, we don't need to drag anybody else along with us on our journey. We'll do it by ourselves. Like if I come back and tell you I have found, I don't know, Buddha, I'm not going to be, trying to convert you every. Mm-mm. You got to find your own way. I found my way. You find your
Well,
way.
that's what fucking Capricorns do. Do it to Gemini so we can get over this bullshit.
Gemini's a different energy.
Yeah.
Just different energy. They're a little erratic. They're like like Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Gemini are kind of cut from the same cloth. They've got a lot of energy going on there. I don't know. Sagittarius are always fun. I always think of them like MacGyver. Like you always find out something new. Like, girl, I didn't know you went to jail for 5 years for robbing a bank. Really? What'd you do with the money? That's a Capricorn friend. So did you have to get the money back, or do you get to keep it? Is it like a
Oh,
Shawshank Redemption kind of deal? Do we dig it up?
girl.
Hmm,
Messiness.
what's messy?
Capricorn.
No, we're not. So let's take questions from the chat. Now that we got like more than one person here, questions from the chat. What have you always wanted to know about myself or Kay? But mostly about myself.
No, LaShawn, I have not seen whatever fucking Bayonetta game you about to mention right now.
Bayonetta. Oh, Lord.
Watch his reaction in the chat now after I said that.
Zaquan, I thought y'all knew that I was into anime. Zaquan just found out today that I was into anime. Am I saying your name correctly before I keep running with it?
You know it's Zaquan. Like we just keep calling him that
Zaquan.
because the thing is
Zaquan.
like it's the way even spelled like that is like you would naturally just say Zaquan, but like it's because he
Zaquan.
pronounces it like Zaquan, like it's
Zaquan.
ZA. And I'm
Zaquan.
pretty sure Zaquan is spelled differently, obviously, but like it's just naturally how it rolls off the tongue when you say. But I just call him Zay, and he's just like,
Zay. And I'm an idiot. So with names, I'm an idiot. I'm like, okay. Rather than
well,
try
let
to
me
mess
tell
with
this
somebody.
story about Frolic Weekend. So me me
Is this going to be a
so,
family safe story?
no, so we were walking down the street, right?
Zaquan.
We were walking down a block, right? And it's me and Nico in front, and Zaquan is behind us. So as we're walking, we're just keep walking. We're still walking and everything. And then I turn around and be like, "Where the fuck does Zaquan go?" And Vigo was like,
Mind your
"Well, he was
business.
just right here. Like, where did he go?" So we literally like backtrack like a half a block to find him and shit like that. And I silly so like, was he with us at all this time? Like, did I imagine this person was with us, or was this a figment of our imagination? Like, is he actually here? Like, we were dead thinking like, are we out of our minds, or was this real person actually standing with us the whole time talking to us, or was this as a ghost that was with us from
Oh my
just
God. He
disappeared
living
finally?
Zaquan knows where to dip out and to
And
mind your
so
business when he dips
apparently
out.
he said like, "Oh, I'll be right back," but we did not hear that part. And so we were just like, it was a cute
I
story.
mean,
So we were just like, where the fuck did you go? Like we couldn't even see it. Like we were like, we dead
like
thought
he's
like
not a grown ass nigga. Which a
we thought
person?
like,
What
what
what the fuck you with?
is this person real? Like, is he actually a real person, or did we just make this up in our head that this person doesn't exist and this is a whole hallucinogenic thing for us?
I love you. Ask a whole adult person, where did you go? Where did I go?
No, but like
Be lucky I came back.
he was standing right behind us, and then within
My
like an
mama.
instant he was gone, and like we
Okay.
just went down like every store and be like, "Is have you seen like a plus size black man walk through here?" Real quick?
Well, that's lovely.
Because
Have
we were
you
just
seen
so
a
confused by like where the fuck did he go?
have and may I say that that's a very broad description. Were there not a whole lot of plus size people at the event at the
There was, but like what we also said what he had on. I think he had like a green shirt on too at the time. So I was like, just make sure
be
we just
losing you all the time. Are you one of those people that one of those kids that has to have the what is it? The harness? Not the harness. Uh
the leash.
the leash. I Now if I were a parent, my child would be on a leash. I'd have them microchipped. I ain't even playing that shit if I
I'll
were a
get one of
parent.
those AirTag sneakers that they have nowadays at Skechers.
Hmm.
Just put a AirTag in the bottom of it.
No, I'm just gonna microchip you like a dog. My dog was microchipped. It's good enough for a kid. Just pop it in there. You
Well,
won't feel it.
this isn't a third world country.
No, that's the way you do it. Because I mean, if you wear AirTag, like if they're kidnapped by some weirdo, they could take it out of their hair, take it off their shoes, or you know what I'm saying? Microchipped. You don't know where it's
They,
microchipped.
they, girl.
I'm telling you, that's what I would do. I put an AirTag on my dad. He has a tag in his wallet in his car, just in case. I don't play with disappeared.
Well, that's
You know,
different. That's you have an elderly parent. Of course, you would do that.
I do it to a child too. I just don't play those disappear. Like I was so into those podcasts about people that disappeared, and I'm like, the fuck you mean disappeared? Sort of like what you were talking about just now with Zay, that people are hiking on a hiking trail and they're all just like hiking, and we turned around to ask Cynthia, "Hey Cynthia, where do we?" And Cynthia was gone. What the fuck you mean Cynthia was gone?
This is
How
the
do you
type of shit.
disappear?
That's the type of shit that I don't like. I just be the Scorpios be off in their own fucking world. Like that's the problem. That'd be the problem.
What's wrong with that?
It's just like just disappear off a motherfucker. I was like, okay, forget that we was here.
They're a little moody. Scorpios are a little moody. They experience the world a little differently.
Forget that
Sometimes
we
you,
here.
sometimes you just have to let people experience their space. By the way, my nail guy James left. How do you just leave? How do you just leave with your girlfriend? How do you just leave with your girlfriend and leave all these people that get their nails done there to figure it out? The white lady next to me was so funny. She was talking to me. She was like, "Oh, that's a cute color that you're wearing." I'm like, "Thank you." She was like, "Did James leave you too?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, she, like left us like a relationship. But then she said, the lady was asking her, "Which shape do you want your nails?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. James would always do that. Didn't he? Did he leave notes?" I'm like, bitch, this is a nail salon. Like, you gonna leave notes like doctor's notes? What the fuck wrong with you? Better look up on that wall and pick one of them nail designs and go the fuck on with life.
You know, I recently started going back to get my nails done, and I use my
Mm,
sister's nail tech because I actually like her,
mhm,
and she's been going to her for years. So like her nail tech knows who I am and everything. Like even before I met her, so like
mhm.
she seen me, she's like, oh look, you're Trina's brother and everything. Gave me a hug and shit like that. So now I have a nail tech till I leave this place.
Aw. How expensive is it to get your nails done?
Feet and hands is like $95.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because like down here, I do dip. I don't do acrylic
Uh
or
huh.
anything like that. So just the SNS dip is like about $50, $60. And your feet about $50, $60, just about 100 and something
I
round thing.
know. So I recently rediscovered. I recently followed somebody who I went to school with back when I was in middle school, and come to find out she's a nail tech in like Virginia Beach.
Oh, so you can reconnect.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Also,
used,
this. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. Go ahead.
So I saw this video of somebody. So one of the people who like orchestrates or like operates with Frolic Weekend, he made a post about something that I kind of was taken aback by, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Mm,
It's not offensive, but it was offensive to people like me.
mhm.
You'll hear why. He said the
Did
moment
it
in
involve the words "take this white dick"?
no, shut up.
Okay.
God, there goes
Those that know, no. Go ahead.
there goes monetization. All right, the moment in therapy when you realize that so many gay and queer men dodge intimacy by being the funny one. Humor starts as survival. Make them laugh, and maybe they won't see my queerness. It becomes armor and keeps them entertained, and they will never get close enough to reject me. But healing comes when you drop the performance, when you let someone at sit at with your quiet, your raw, your unpolished self. That's when safety shows up. That's when the real connection begins.
You know what? That's a long ass quote. I like stopped like maybe like 3, 4 words in a quote. Usually is like a sentence or two. When you start
It was a
paragraphs, I
statement
can't
more so than a quote.
remember that. Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know how to
Give
take
me the
that.
cliff notes.
I don't know how to take that. He's basically saying it's like when as most. most queer and gay men,
Mhm.
we all some of us tend to be the funny one.
Mhm.
Me,
Mhm.
I basically.
Mhm.
And he said that that's what we would use as a survival tactic, and so when we get rejected, they won't people won't get close to us, and they to see the humor and the fear of the rejection and everything like that. So we use humor to kind of subjugate all that and everything like that.
Mhm.
And so once we let that down and become our raw, unpolished, quiet self, that's when real connection begins.
Mhm.
I tried to describe this, try to describe how this is complete ridiculousness without using the word that starts with a B, but I could not do it.
Mhm. What's the
Boring.
oh oh well? I mean,
I just feel like more respect to them. That is their person. That is their opinion. Maybe it
mhm.
works for them. At the
Mhm.
same time, I don't think that it's fair to say like it's a survival tactic for every person, or at least a vast majority of us. Some of us are just like naturally funny. Some of us
Mhm.
is like we're not using it as armor.
Mhm.
It's more so we're shut up, Javon. Some of us aren't using it as armor because I can feel your sarcasm through the screen.
No, I was going to say like me. I am naturally witty.
Like it's like some of us don't use it as armor. Some of us don't use it to like before. Like previously, yes, I would say like in high school I did that. Now it's like it's not armor anymore. It's just like it's how I interact with people.
Are
So
you
like
sure?
yes, I am sure
I'm just asking.
because like I don't like what's so then what's the alternative in that? Like what's the raw, unpolished, quiet version of that? Like what's the not the antithesis, but like what is the other version of that that makes that helps build real connection? I would love to know.
Well, I think from what I'm gathering is when you use it to drive people away, when you use humor in moments that you know will cause that, that division, that stepping back, um, that's maybe when you need to um, analyze it. Example, you're about to be intimate with someone, you're about to have a intimate moment, and you make a pointed or snide or kind of pointed remark that, yeah, it could be funny, but was it appropriate? Was it needed? Was it called for? You know?
Well, yeah, I said that I've been in that place as well, but
Mhm.
then
And the only reason why I say that, why I raised that one eyebrow, because I can't raise the other one too well because of Botox. If you saw the last episode, is because we learn a lot of how we survive in life through our formative years in high school and in middle school and elementary school. You know,
that's why my question is like, what does the I mean, it's situational. It's different with each person, obviously.
it is.
But when the person stops using humor, what does that person look like as their personality? What is their?
To
I'm not
me, it
trying to
does.
say it's impossible. I'm not trying to say that it's not a real thing. But I just was wondering, like,
Well, to me, it's not an either or. It's not a I'm not a I all of a sudden become not a humorous person. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that I learn when to use humor and when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate. And I don't use humor in those moments when I really am emotionally vulnerable and I have nothing else. I don't use humor. I might get comfortable with saying, I feel emotionally vulnerable right now. I don't really know what to say. I'm just here for the vibes. I don't know what to say. Or I really just enjoy this moment with you. I'm not accustomed to this. People have disappointed me. So I don't know how to act in this moment
all
because
right,
I don't know if this is a one time thing. I don't know if this is a forever thing. I don't know. And my anxiety is kicking up. And uh,
I don't know. It just first of all, I felt the bullet, so thank you. Second
what
of
bullet?
all, no, I'm talking about him, not you.
Oh, I was going
And
to say,
second of all,
I did a sublim. I shot a sublim. Oh gosh, I was
no,
excited.
he did, but at the same time, I'm able to have the vulnerable conversations when the setting is correct. Like if it's like it more so just like me and another person, we're sitting down having a conversation. I can have those vulnerable conversations. I can have those conversations like that. But when it's not in that setting, then what the fuck else am I doing? Anybody with humor or lack thereof in the chat want to chime in on this conversation? Yes, I know what I just did, Yvonne. Thank you.
Yeah, deflected. Anybody want to hear me do a French accent?
No,
I'm
don't make me
still
mute you.
open to
Don't make me mute you.
the French accent
Don't make me mute you.
and continuing this
I'm
specific.
I'm I'm just saying it's just to me as like I understand the point that they're making. I think if you're trying to always be the clown, then that's the problem. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but what about the people who literally don't develop a personality at all? Like, do we call out the people who just base everything about how
Again,
they look and nothing about like an
you are,
actual personality? Like,
to me, you're going to extremes. Why does it have to be extremes?
I know.
Most people,
I'm just questioning. I'm just putting that out there.
I know, most people don't live in extremes though, right? I mean, there's some people that do, and that's disturbing, but most people don't live in extremes. It doesn't have to be an either or. There are some good looking people who are funny, absolutely wonderful personalities and funny, and they happen to be good looking, which I mean is really just the luck of the draw of having the qualities that Western white cultures find appealing. That's all
Name me
it
one
is.
person.
Who, what? That's funny and attractive?
Uh-huh.
I just said it the other day, and you will laugh at this. The Pedro Pascali guy.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, I was
Oh,
scrolling.
so let me get this straight. Now he's attractive and funny.
Wait, so I said this in the group the other day. I was scrolling doing something and he was sitting, I think what's the movie he's in? Some kind of comic book movie or something, I don't know.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. And I was like, he was, you know how like men cross their legs. And I was like,
Oh,
when why did it all of a sudden become kind of sexy for men to be in that casual kind of cross-legged position? And just his demeanor. And I've always said that he seems like a very decent, cool person and kind of funny. I've never, taken that from him. And he's not unattractive. He's just not. I was just a little stunned at people kind of losing it over him being more of a average looking person than a above average looking person. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah,
I think, like I said, Quan, I think it does depend on the person. I think there's some people who it can be a armor for them to get through, navigate life and everything, like it was for me. It kind of is sometimes. Other times, it's just like I just like have a natural icebreaker and just making people laugh. I like making people laugh. It just
it
brings me a
is.
little bit
It's
of joy.
fun, isn't it, to make people laugh?
Yeah, especially when it's off guard and they weren't expecting it. Like I made a joke about a boat, but I'm not gonna say what the joke was because it's really fucked up. But like, it was a good joke though. Um, and it's like it's nice to do that, but at the same time, it's like, is that fair to say? Is it sort of to say like because your fear of rejection of intimacy? And it's like, but so only people who don't display humor, it's like they don't face rejection of intimacy in that regard. I don't think it's really. I think it's situational, but I don't think that that's really the same
I
thing.
think it's the same argument that you make about hiding behind your looks. It's the same thing that could be said. If you're hiding behind just a six pack or whatever, then you're running away from vulnerability. Don't hide, be authentic is basically what he's saying. And you can still be funny and you can still be, cute and adorable and blah 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 blah.
Well, I also say like it's hard to place that the hard to say that when you may not have known this person for like a decade or something. Like if you're just meeting a person and you notice that they're funny and their humor, you say something like that, you be like, but you don't know what I was like 10 years ago.
Right.
So it's like
When
that's
shit funny 10 years ago, it's hilarious now.
it. Like it kind of was. It was a little BS too because I think it wasn't fair. But I do understand the point that he is making. But I think that some people like when you learn how to use your humor in the best way possible, where it's just to make other people laugh, and not necessarily always not laugh at other people, but laugh at situations that are arising and stuff like that. Like when we talk about like Kim Davis, like we can make fun of that situation, like, and everything like that, or we can make fun of like what's happening with anybody who's just a conservative. Sorry,
Anyone of
yeah,
a conservative nature.
or more
Anyone
so. Or
Anyone
what's so bad
easily
about it?
offended that Rise? Anyone easily offended that Cracker Barrel has changed their logo and has removed both the cracker and the barrel?
Girl, the way they went off in like, oh my god. Like, so I was watching this podcast called Pod Save America, and they made a point in saying like this, why does everything have to be a culture war with you people? Like you guys went off the deep end because they changed their logo and now it's woke this and like divisiveness that and everything. And it's like, does everything have to be a culture war for you? Like
Hmm.
a changing of a logo. It's not. The one person said it's not that they put an LGBT flag and an immigrant on the damn thing. Like it
Mm.
literally just took away the crack of the barrel in this damn thing.
And the
Why does
cracker. It took the
like
cracker and the barrel
yeah,
away.
like why is it a culture war for you all when something
They
changes
left
like
the trans fats. I mean, relax.
and
I
then
haven't been
what
to Cracker
about
Barrel
it
in
is
a minute.
woke other than it getting making it look better? Like I don't understand this. Like it
That's
may
just
not
something
look great
people
to some people, but
scream.
it's like at the same time, it's like so what? Like who
That's
cares?
just something people scream. You know, when people like, "Hey, you're changing for," well, everything changes and everybody
Well,
changes.
that's what a lot of conservatives don't like. They don't like progressiveness. That's what they hate. So
Mm.
anytime
Well,
something
and
moves
they don't
forward,
like progressiveness, they don't like change, but what they don't like about they're fine with change. Let's be clear. They're fine with change as long as it's white change. You
hmm
know, progress I'm sorry, conservatives like young new ideas, especially when it's a 13-year-old girl. We know conservatives love that. They love diddling children. So
they are
they
all right when the Smithsonian erases parts of American history that has to do with slavery, but they
right.
cannot take the idea that Cracker Barrel changes their logo.
So the change that they don't like, the change that they're upset about is the change that involves people that look like you or I stepping to the racist fried chicken and fried okra. You know what? I I have rarely eaten dinner at Cracker Barrel. I've eaten a lot of breakfasts at Cracker Barrel. I tear up a breakfast.
I feel like
Like
Cracker Barrel's not even that great. I think this is just being blown out of proportion.
it's not. It depends. It's a Cracker Barrel by Cracker Barrel kind of situation.
Mhm.
Like you know, so I feel like if you lived in a small town, you'd be like, "Who's cooking? Who's cooking back there? Is it Dennis? It's okay,
Speak,
Dennis. All
you
right.
know what? Not only that. Speaking of which, let me just say this to all you people out there. If anybody watches this clip, let me just say this: if you, some of y'all really need to stop going to Waffle Houses
Why?
because I feel like a lot of you motherfuckers out there go to Waffle Houses just looking to get into a fight with them.
It's dinner and a show. Why would
It
I not
does
go to
I don't
Waffle
care.
House?
The fact that some of you will go to Waffle House and get right, I feel like I go there with the intention to be like, I need to flex my knuckles right now. Let me go to a Waffle House and get beat somebody up. For no, I feel like a vast majority of the fights that happen in a Waffle
I
House
want
are
that
for no
fried
reason.
dyed scrambled to the side deal with a waffle. And plus, I like the Waffle House because you can see what they're doing to your food. You know, like they ain't no division. They ain't no, you know, like you can see, you could be almost over dude's shoulders, like, them eggs, they ain't hard enough for
I
me.
think I go there with the
Mm-mm.
intention.
I need you to fry them eggs. Just
And then some of y'all
that
get
bacon.
mad that they're
Mm-mm,
demanding more money. I'm like this. So how
mm-mm.
about this? Stop going to Waffle Houses and causing them more distress than they need to be.
How about
Like
this? Keep going to Waffle House. That way you can see how they cook your bacon. Like, that bacon still, it's not
I'm
hard enough
saying
for
is
me.
I'm saying is don't go to a Waffle House trying to get into an act of violence. That's all I'm saying. You can still
Okay,
go there.
that I don't think that's a whole subset of people that you're talking about. You know,
Well, then this is directed at them,
most of
and I
us
hope y'all feel it too.
go to the Waffle House because it's the only thing that's open at certain hours when you just have a craving. Well, I haven't had a well, you know what? Now I got a craving for a waffle. Mm. And there's two Waffle Houses in this small little town. There's the good one and the bad one. So um I forgot what I was gonna say. Now I want a waffle. You know what
Why?
else is good too?
What?
Sonic. Sonic be so good. Why Sonic be hitting?
I don't know. I haven't had
Anybody?
Sonic in years.
Oh, so good, especially with their drink special, their happy hour special. Oh my gosh. That liquor do be talking. That liquor do be talking. I remember spending a good amount of time in Waffle House when I was your age or younger, coming back from the club, or Or like me and my ex, we lived close to a Waffle House, so we weren't necessarily going to the club. We were fucking, and so so you get a little
Okay.
hungry after you fuck, and so we would go to the
Oh,
to the
now I see why he said that.
wait, what happened?
Zaquan said this, and then Ryan.
Don't try. Now why you gotta do that? Now why I gotta be there? Why we gotta have like the war in our comments?
Listen,
This
Ryan. Okay, sweetie. Listen, we listen. ATL. Let's be real. ATL is a great place, but there should be fees for no reason on bills. There shouldn't be wait. There
why?
should no. I'm talking fees. Like there shouldn't be a music fee. Like I didn't ask for this. You just chose to play music. Don't sit here and tell me you're gonna charge me $25 for a fucking music that I didn't even ask for, and you didn't even take requests. Because if
No,
you
I
did,
mean
Beyonce would have been playing throughout this whole motherfucker. Don't sit here and tell me I have to pay a fee for fucking music.
I agree with the people in NYC. Y'all need a Waffle House. Ain't nothing like a Waffle House.
For
Ain't
what?
nothing for food. What you mean?
Oh please. We got pizza. We
Ain't
don't need fucking waffles. That's for the Midwest finest.
y'all need a Waffle House. Ain't nothing like a Waffle House. So delicious. So delicious. And I mean, I live here in the South, but we got Cracker Barrel, we got the Waffle House, we got the IHOP, we got all kinds of
We have
breakfast.
IHOPs here. There's one like a few blocks away from my house.
IHOPs be sticky and nasty. Like every menu, how all your menus covered in like stickiness and flies. Mm-mm, no thank
Daquan, you get a surcharge before you enter that city. That's the truth.
you. I love Atlanta. If the United States wasn't a shithole, when I retired, I would have retired in Atlanta. I wanted to retire in Atlanta and get one of those townhomes that had like 3 stories and an elevator. You couldn't tell me shit if my house had an elevator. I
Isn't
would
that just the
walk
easy lift fare
y'all.
for the elderly?
Shut up. I would walk y'all to my elevator every time y'all will come and visit. Cause we're gonna take the elevator up to the roof, to my sky, to the overview. Hmm.
Isn't that just a stair lift for the?
Every time I'd be like, "Oh, y'all can go ahead and take the stairs. I'm gonna take the elevator.
She's saying her knees hurt. She don't feel like
I'll
getting up
see
the
you
stairs.
upstairs. I'll see you upstairs with drinks." And then I elevator
And then she gets
in
stuck in
my
between floors, and we gotta find a way to
home.
pry her
In my
out.
home.
And then
Yes.
get some, and
Somebody
then
was like,
get some Crisco and shit, and try to get her out of
but
there.
apparently the elevator has to be upkept like every elevator, in a building. Like you have to get that little sign that says, "Yep, this works." So I so wanted a 3 story townhome with an elevator. Oh my god, you wouldn't be able to tell
Right,
me
you shouldn't move out of Atlanta just because
shit.
it's expensive. There's a lot of reasons why you should be moving out of Atlanta.
I like Atlanta. I like Atlanta a lot. I don't like Atlanta's traffic. That's the only thing. I would actually be one of those people that would ride MARTA if I moved to Atlanta because I couldn't. I would. I don't know what I would do with Atlanta traffic. That is just it's not a joke anymore. It's real. It's really real. But I like Atlanta. I'm down for Atlanta, and I'm from New Orleans. I'm a rival to Atlanta. We don't like Atlanta, but I do like Atlanta a lot. I would retire in Atlanta.
Ever since that Keith Lee video, Atlanta's been really on. Whoosh job.
Atlanta has a lot to offer. I don't know the energy. Every time I fly through the airport, I love the actual energy of Atlanta. I don't know if it's being around black people and black people doing things both good and maybe bad, but I really enjoy the Atlanta energy.
Too many implants have messed it up down here.
And usually it is the people from other places that come that cause the problems.
You know what the sad part is? Is like so many people move down there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna meet a bunch of new black gay men and have a good little friend circle, and then I'm gonna find me a boyfriend. I was like, honey, Atlanta was not the city for you to move to find that. Trust me,
I mean,
it
that's like
was
people
not.
that move from New York and Pennsylvania. Like, I'm gonna move down to, Atlanta, Charlotte, all these places because it's cheap. Well, it's not cheap if you come down here paying $3,000 a month for rent. Fuck the game up for all of us.
I don't know. I think whilst there's so many beautiful parts of Atlanta that are great, there's just not enough. Atlanta is not the city for me. It ain't my city.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's not a bad place to live. You know, most cities are very nice. Once you find your niche and once you find your place, in your
Except
place.
Michigan when it's freezing fucking cold. Sorry, Zay.
I don't think. Well, I, I don't know if I want to live in Michigan. I used to visit. I used to visit Detroit as a kid, and I thought,
Right,
okay, it's a
right,
place. It's
right.
it's, and this was back in the '70s when when Detroit was Detroit.
Zay,
I'd be
what the
like,
fuck do you mean by this?
I heard Virginia's a great place and gaining a new residents in. Virginia's nice. Virginia's nice. I don't know. Virginia's okay. I don't know if I want to live in Virginia, to be honest with you, but
Oh, I didn't know you lived in GA. Oh shit, you know you live in Georgia.
who lives in Georgia?
He lived in Georgia.
Oh, you did at Powder Springs. Okay, so like one of the suburbs in Georgia.
I would move to certain parts of the. I would like if I had to move to certain parts of.
You would live in a suburb and you wouldn't even go to Atlanta most days.
No, I would visit it like here and there. It's like, oh, let's go to Atlanta for like a weekend. Okay, fine, whatever.
right.
Like,
The
but given the fact
suburbs
that,
are so big.
but
Like
then given the fact that like they
I
like to
live
fight
outside of
clubs.
Nashville. I rarely ever go into Nashville. Rarely. For what for? What would be the reason? You know?
Um,
To,
Ryan is not Washington. It's not DC, so there's no that.
oh yeah, no, DC. DC is a place I wouldn't want to live.
And
And
my
I've been
brother recently went there. He was like, "Oh, this seems like such a great place," and I was like, "You should come
DC
one day."
really?
Yeah, he said he went there to visit it for like a day.
I mean, a visit is nice, but to actually live in DC, I don't think I'd want to live in
I'm not living in Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
That's what my
Uh,
friend called it, who lives there, who was from there.
yeah, it's that's a nickname, Chocolate City. It is Chocolate
Hmm.
City.
Which I can
I would
believe.
I wouldn't mind moving to like a Toronto or a Montreal. Those places are very nice too.
No one moved to Canada.
Um, I would move to Canada in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Any Canadian viewers out there that would like a wife for
As
Canadian
long as
citizen?
Justin Trudeau stops being prime minister, I'll be there.
He's not prime minister anymore. What do you mean?
Oh, who is there?
As a new prime minister, he's
Oh,
left.
that's right. Because 47, he reinvigorated the Labor Party.
Yeah, he's not the prime minister
Oh, goodness gracious.
anymore. What do you have against Justin Trudeau?
Well, when you do blackface, I think everybody should have something against
Oh, from back in the day.
it. Hmm.
Hello? Oh no. She's not gonna make it. She must have had other um
Yeah.
uh
Well, this was an impromptu episode. What we thought we was going to talk about, we didn't. So we'll just say that for another time.
yeah. I think
Um.
it was a nice episode though. I think we had some nice friends that visited us in the comments and we had some heartfelt discussions about emotions. And I got to try out my French accent. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Thank you all who's joining us this episode. We really appreciate it. Like always, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to all our friends who watch us. We do appreciate it. Next episode, like we know, will be a pre-recorded and be out on the following Monday.
Detroit
Um,
is a place. Detroit is Chicago. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading the messages. Chicago, it's another place. It's another
Chicago. Yeah, I'm good. Chicago get if New York be cold. Chicago be cold as fuck.
Chicago's another
Chicago be in a deep freeze 3 months out of the year. No.
Chicago. Chicago's a place. It is a place. You know, but again, people who live there fiercely love it. You know, I charge $150 an hour for a 2 hour minimum. Thank you very much. But for my friends, I do this messy therapy for free because
Yeah.
I am. He told me not to compare myself to Ivana. What is her name?
Yeah. Yala Van Zam.
You know, I apparently compare myself to the wrong people because I'd be like, I'm Dr. Phil. No, you're not Dr. Phil.
Haven't you just noticed like how many people who are like therapists and like prolific people like online have just descended off of like people have just criticized them for like out the ass. Like Dr. Phil is now an ICE agent for some reason. Ayana was getting criticized because every
It's
time she
weird.
does a show, it's always just about like there is healing, but it's always just the
Like,
same yelling and nonsense and everything like that. And it's just
this is made for TV.
like, girl, like, can you not do this without screaming at? Can this not be conducted in a much better form?
I've been to a life coach. Fixing someone's life is slow and boring and so
It
not
is
made
not
for
something that
TV.
can be condensed into 3 days.
No, I mean, not to say that people don't have change. I guess they do, but uh, to actually fix someone from being completely broken is a very slow process. It's not a made for TV sort of thing.
You know
You
what?
know, mm,
Last thing we're gonna talk about real
mm.
quick. So
How
you all
radiant my
know.
skin looks because it does with this light. Ah, go ahead.
Okay, now back to the scheduled program.
It does.
As many people know out there, you all know about like the manosphere podcasters and all that. Trying to fix men who are broken and all that type of stuff, right? Okay.
But are they really, or are they just
And
men masquerading?
are they just men who realize that wow, I'm basic?
I'm
Sorry,
basically gay,
some are just really
but I don't
basic,
want to admit it. Huh?
but some are just basic. Like you're fine. You're just a man. That's it.
Mhm.
Nothing
You're
else.
just a man who's into other men who just won't admit it.
I'm
It's
not talking
okay.
about those Yvonne. I'm talking about other men who are struggling with themselves, like not just sexually, but I'm talking about just anyway. Because we got to get into a whole nother discussion for no reason.
Hmm.
So
You're just basically gay.
shut up, Yvonne.
Admit it.
Do you
Would
want to
it?
get me?
There's
Do
a,
you
there's
want to
a
get
famous
muted?
there's a
Do
famous
you want to get
quote.
muted?
There's a famous
Do
quote.
you want to get muted?
I let you do your paragraph and a half a quote. I'll do my paragraph.
What
My quote.
paragraph and a half?
And something about something funny. People did something. So there's
Oh,
this
it shows
funny
how much you
quote.
pay attention to people.
There's a funny quote from a woman
Therapist
that
mind.
said, "Men just need to go and play in the booty holes of their boyfriends, and they'll be so happy." I agree with that. If we allow people to just live their goddamn lives and not put roles on people and put uh, 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 these you're this, you're that, you have to do that. Let people be happy. Let people find their happiness wherever that is, especially if it's not hurting you. How is it hurting you if this person?
Why
How
is
is
it?
it hurting you if somebody dates somebody who's overweight? How is it hurting anybody that the people on my 600-pound life have boyfriends? How does that authentically
That
hurt you?
doesn't hurt me. That's just like, girl, you lucky.
But how does it hurt you? How does it impact your life in any way, shape, or form? And yet people use that as a punchline all the time, right? Well, such and such on 600-pound life got a man. Okay, and
No, they're telling people like, yeah, they got a man, so like, eat the donut. Like it's okay. Like that's the point.
I mean, but
They
why do
say
they even
love
have
them
to?
regardless of how they look. They're
But
telling
why
you
does
like you
it
can
even
still
have?
find a man.
Why does it even have to be a punchline?
It's not a punchline. It's a statement.
Hmm. To me, it seems like a punchline, but okay.
Have you not found a man that's your size who would fawn
Maybe
over
I've
you, who loved you,
found a
who
man
found
at any size.
every piece of back fat luscious?
Ooh, back fat luscious. That sounds like a stripper name. Back fat luscious.
Anyway,
It
back to what I was
does.
saying. Where I got interrupted by this one.
Back rolls.
Anyway, so there's this guy. He came up with a camp to he came up with a camp in an effort to help men improve upon themselves, to be better leaders, fathers, to make more, all that other nonsense and stuff like that. Which now let me be clear on something. I am not opposed to someone doing the work to become a better person, to have a much better. I think that is important. I do think men should be going through those steps to if you feel like you're not doing stepping up as a father, then yes, you should be doing things to help you become a better father. You should be doing things to help you become a better individual, not just because of what society says, but for yourself. Like that's important. I would say that. But spending $18,000 on a 3 day
Eighteen
course by
thousand dollars American
$18,000 on a 3 day course by an
for a three course.
ex Navy Marine, like no,
U.S. dollars.
yes, these men would spend $18,000
Men will
to a
spend money
three
on
day, not even
anything.
3 day. It was what? Let me see. It's 3 days is what, 72 hours.
I'll fix your damn life for
They would spend all of
eight
this money to
thousand.
do that. To do that. To be yelled at in the rain, the
Two
mud.
days.
To have
Two
water
days.
sprayed at them and shit like that. to be told
8,000.
that they're worthless and weak and everything like that. Now, mind you, Yvonne, how many days did it take to break a habit?
Now, if you want me to do that, to call you worthless and weak, that will cost extra. That will be an extra 4,000.
How many days did it take to break a habit?
So there's an old saying that it takes about 20 to 21 days or so to break habits, to kind of restructure that pattern. So about
Hmm.
3 4 weeks. Funny thing, when we run interventions between 3 and 6 weeks to kind of help, uh, help someone with whatever behavior or whatever we're doing.
So if you thought that you can change your habits to be a better person in 3 days, you just wasted $18,000.
Well, I think also too. I think I know what you're talking about with the $18,000 because I said the same thing. 18,000 American. Yeah. you know. First of all, if you have 18,000 that you can just play around with, like, I think I'll take a seminar. You are moving in different circles than somebody whose life is really really broken. You are not, the drug addict on the street. You're
Hmm.
the idiot living in your mama's basement, maybe. Who is poor with
And
money.
not only that, if you have $18,000 and you're a father, it's just frivolously hanging around, that I think you're already doing much better than most other fathers out there. No shade.
Right, right. Why aren't you the bigger question though is, like I said, I think I know the video or the thing you're talking about with the $18,000. But what about the video that I sent y'all of the mime that shamed all these fathers at, I think it's SeaWorld, with
Hmm.
having them carry, you got men walking with wives that are ladled down with a baby on the front of her, the baby on the back, carrying bags, pushing a buggy, holding a water bottle in her teeth, and you got some douchebag dad just walking around scrolling on his fucking phone. The fuck wrong
So
with you that take one of these kids?
so as of with the last few months, this place no longer exists now because everybody realized it was a scam. And now they're focusing on like youth development or some shit like
Yeah,
that,
that
which I'm
now
like,
they're
I don't.
doing, now not doing kids, but now they're working with kids.
And like, to be honest with you, I wouldn't send my kids to this shit. Like
18,000 fucking dollars. That's like tuition.
I would have seriously been like, let me just ask a question to any of you. Why didn't you just do this for free and just join the Marines or the Navy or the Army or anything that actually, like, the quote unquote the
Go to
ones who keep saying,
therapy. It would be so
not
much
this,
cheaper
that
just to
that
go to
too.
therapy.
But the ones who constantly say like, "Oh, men don't join the army anymore. Men used to join the army." But yet you dumbass, but some of you can go out there and spend $18,000 on this for no reason, but you complain about how there's not men today who don't join the army.
Right. You could have
And
given
none of
me
you are
that.
willing to even do that for free.
You could just got $18,000 sitting around. You could just
Like, you
give me
just
the money.
wasted 18 grand. You gave a man 18 grand to yell at you. You know how many
I'll
would do
call
that
you
for
a
free?
piece of shit for $18,000. I'll do it for 8,000.
And I wonder how many of you have
Yes,
actually
yes.
improved your life because of it. Like, how many of you are actually successful because of this?
I'll spit in your face.
Like, anyway,
I'll
let's
piss
talk.
on you if you want. eighteen
Let's
thousand dollars.
Yvonne, stop showing off, please. Thank you. Let's call this a night. I have to go to work tomorrow, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, thank
Oh,
you for
okay.
everybody for joining us. We
But
appreciate it like always.
that
Star
tone
Mother,
changed quick. I wasn't ready for that tone. Hey, all
yeah.
right, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Drive
Thank you for
safe.
coming. Please like, comment, and
Oh,
subscribe. We
oh, oh,
appreciate it like
oh.
always.
Au revoir. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen.
Anything else you'd like to throw out?
I don't think so. I'm trying to run through my head. Um, when we track down Star Mother, we will have her episode where she's giving all her interesting stuff. I guess it'll be next week. And
The
so
week
we'll
after. We're still
we got
supposed to be having a guest on too, and then after that, we'll be taking a break because I will be out of commission for a while.
Aw. And then I'm going out of the country.
Not the roomy wave, girl. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night,
Be
everybody.
safe. Good. Stay out of the Waffle House. Be safe.